Nessa girl, this is still the hurricane edition of the review videos, and the bitch ain't shaved, and I still got the clothes on that I had on yesterday, my pajama clothes. But that's what you do when it's a hurricane, bitch. You don't go around in your closet wearing up all your outfits. You put on some new deodorant and you keep on your pajama clothes. So y'all hoes don't try to read me. Okay? Let's get into last night's episode of Ball of Wives. Lord, I'm in here drinking my hurricane wine and I'm feeling my beats. And so, let me see what I can give y'all. I started out by saying for the last 5 videos about Ball of Wives that this show had an opportunity to do something that all the other reality TV shows have not, and they missed the mark. I will say this. Kijafa and Michael Big Shed Media and everybody else involved with producing this show. You did one good thing and you continue to do one good thing well, and I must applaud you for it. You're doing a damn good job of showing America that black men do love their children, black men do take care of their children, and black men spend time with their children. Let me tell you something. That scene when Julius was being serious about his son not playing football, that shit pulled at my heartstrings and had me crying. And it was so sad because all I saw was this beautiful young black boy wanting nothing more than to be like his father. That wasn't even about playing football. That was more about emulating my hero. That boy wanted nothing more than to be like his dad, than to have his dad have to basically, in more words than one, tell him, I don't want you to be like me. In that aspect, it was hard, but moreover, it was beautiful and it was healing. So Kijafa, as much as I tear y'all ass down with this catty ass bullshit, like straight up, real talk, no chaser, that was beautiful and I commend y'all for that. Period, hard stop. On to the bullshit though. Let me tell y'all whole something. I'm so motherfucking mad that Stacey done had her baby and Kijafa pregnant, cause y'all hoes need to fight. Shout out to Stacey Chambers for having her beautiful baby. Let me tell y'all something. I do hate the fact that now that Stacey done dropped her low, Kijafa pregnant, cause now y'all still on uneven playing field, and it's some getting together that got to be done. Now I'm gonna say this, Kijafa, I don't know what kind of arrangement y'all had with Shed Media and VH1, but the time-lapse photography has got to stop. Last episode, you went from announcing you were pregnant to being pregnant to now you good and pregnant. So it's feeling as if maybe you self-finance this and y'all were filming once every 3 or 4 weeks, because it's just, you went from telling us you were pregnant to not showing to showing well. Hell, they filmed the whole Married to Medicine in 13 weeks. That ain't even enough time for a bitch to announce she was pregnant and be showing. So I don't know, what's going on over there with y'all. I get it though, mama. You got to do what you got to do to get the show on air. And that's what y'all did. But you can tell there are some obvious time gaps in y'all filming schedule. Nonetheless, Emily and Crystal, I'm glad y'all finally talk, because y'all realize both of y'all sitting up arguing over a nigga that don't belong to neither one of y'all. I'm not finna argue with no bitch in 2017 about no infidelity committed in 2014 with a nigga that I'm not even with. Where the fuck they do that at? And Crystal, I'm sorry. You are trying your hardest to make your story be about solidifying your daughter's future, and while your intentions may be in the right place, the way this nigga is treating you is evidentiary of the fact of what position you held in his life. When a nigga tell you stop going around telling people we had a baby and he ain't trying to do for you and claim you, you make it more out of the situation than it was. Let me tell you something, baby. You was in love with him and he was not in love with you. And see, here's the thing about dating ballers and athletes. In 2017, you get no motherfucking sympathy for anything that you go through, because this story has been told. Listen, where the fuck was y'all hoes at in the 90s when the drug dealer girlfriends was walking around with all the fashions, all the Moschino, all the Versace, and all the heartbreak? Okay? Bitch, especially if you from Miami. Bitch, listen. When I was a young girl, I was trained by longshoreman wives, drug dealer wives, crack epidemic wives. Like, bitch, we know how this shit go. So how the fuck can you even get in one of these situations and be all tore up and heartbroken, so on and so forth? Bitch, you got 3 motherfucking decades of stories about how this shit go. So for all the hoes on Ballers Wives, Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop Wives, Medicine Wives, Housewives, the rule book for this shit has already been written time and time again. What the fuck make you think you wash your pussy with something so different from everybody else that it's gonna make your story turn out differently? This shit is old, and I'm sure if I talk to my grandma, she'll tell you the hoe down at the cafe was trying to fuck her husband, and he was nothing but a store owner. This shit ain't new, so y'all cut it out with wanting sympathy. When you get with these dudes, let me tell you something. More chances than not, your ass gonna have a fucked up outcome. Okay? I hate to say it, but it's what you sign up for. And y'all keep saying, it's so much come along with dating a baller. Listen, especially in a city like Miami, where, listen, pussy, it's just being slang everywhere, slung all up and down Biscayne Boulevard by the pound. Just slanging it, just throwing it like Mardi Gras beads. Here, you get some pussy, you get some pussy. Oh, I hate that word. I'm so vulgar for saying it. It's this wine, this dirty wine I'm in here drinking. Miko and her husband, Chris Grimes or whatever Grimes, I don't even know how you got to play college ball because I'm not convinced that you passed your SAT or your ACT. Now, they let you talk a little more this episode, and I was like, okay, he's cute, and it is something sexy with him in like a learning disability classes kind of way or whatever, and I rocks with it, but I'm a little concerned. I think Miko in charge of the girls in her household. Is Miko in charge of the girls? She is. Is Miko in charge of the girls? She is in charge of the girls, okay? But I'm going to tell you who back to be in charge of the girls. Stacey done had that baby, and bitch, Kijafa, she coming for your seat. Stacey about to be in charge of the girls, okay? Let me tell you something. I hate the fact that Stacey and Kijafa going through what they're going through, but I love the fact that Stacey is willing to stand up for herself, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't get it twisted, Stacey. The only thing that you did that I don't rock with is you kind of backpedaling and pussy popping when the girl said, you know, she said her mama was dead and you said good. You might not have said that verbatim, but you said something to that effect which elicited the same emotion. Regardless of how you organized the words to say what it is you said, the sentiment was the same. With that, you didn't deserve a drink being thrown in your eye pregnant-wise. Now, bitch, had you only been a few months, or the girls didn't know you was pregnant, you probably would have deserved every ounce of that liquor that was thrown in your face. But you was pregnant, and so you get the sympathy vote. Here's the thing. I respect the fuck out of Kijafa because Kijafa was like, my friend was dead ass wrong, so on and so forth, and she checked it. At this point, as the viewer, I'm still having a hard time understanding what Kijafa and Stacey's true beef is. Y'all tried to tell us it was about some damn dog running across the yard, but we ain't heard shit else about this dog since episode 1. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think it's a power struggle between all of these ladies rolling in the same clique and them trying to figure out who is in charge of the girls. I think naturally, and I think just naturally, remove last names from the equation. I think Stacey's energy is a tad bit more dominant and a bit more magnetic. I think in any given situation, I think the girls would much rather like hang out and be Stacey, and I think that probably makes Kijafa feel some kind of way. But Kijafa asserts dominance in the one way that she can with her husband's last name. It's like, okay, yeah, you might be Stacey Chambers, but bitch, my husband is Michael Vick, and with that, I'm in charge of the girls. But you really not Kijafa, because like personality-wise, yeah, I'd rather go to the club with Stacey than go with Kijafa. But bitch, if I need somebody to co-sign on the house, I'd rather take Kijafa with me to the bank than Stacey. So y'all see, do y'all see where the struggle is? And poor Dineva, she just caught in the middle with her annoying ass. Dineva, you annoying. Emily, you serve no purpose. Crystal, you on the wrong show. You so rough, you need to be on The Wire. And all y'all hoes need a stylist. Like, y'all talk shit on Atlanta, but at least, bitch, boosters and all, we got real fucking stylists. You can tell y'all hoes down there getting dressed on y'all own, and it's showing. Newsflash, use some of that money and get a professional glam squad. Okay. I'm trying to think that I missed anything from this episode. Yes, Stacey. Now let me tell you one thing about it. They say work ain't honest and it pays the bills. But bitch, it must not be paying your bills because you went over there to the window shop for a push gift. But bitch, we didn't see you drive out, bitch. If you had it going on like you said you got it going on, and if you had it going on like Kim Zolciak had it going on, your ass would have left Fort Lauderdale Motors collection in that car. Okay. Girl, you left in the same Uber that brought you. No, God, honey. And then you got out your truck when you had lunch with Kijafa. Real your new car had, real your push gift. Push. You got to push. Baby, you gotta push. You got to push it like to get it on. Y'all know I always gotta add a little extra at the end of the song. E-I-E-I-O. It's so funny, I was singing Push by Tisha Campbell because Stacey, you kind of do look a little like Tisha Campbell. You giving Tisha Campbell tees real round, real clock face. Oh, clock face ass, half a light skin with it. Anyway, y'all, ballers wise, I mean, I'm trying to give it all I can with the little bit that they gave me. Am I missing anything? That scene with Crystal and her mom. Her mom talking about, you know, I'm over 40 and I still don't understand men. Bitch, you over 50, real close to 60, knocking on death. And you don't understand men. That's what you needed to say. But I ain't gonna talk about nobody, mama, because I don't want Carmina U-Haul shaped ass draped in sequence to throw a drink in my face. So I'm gonna just get off the line now. Back.